Are you that 21 over there?
Mm-hmm. At least I assume so. I think I'm the only one in a 21 at the moment.
I believe so as well. Yeah, you are, and then there's a F14. Oh, that's AI. Never mind. Let's go and get this bad girl started up.
Be interesting to see how the damage model of this behaves now, since it supposedly actually finally works. And I need to work out. Okay, ARU manual auto. Interesting.
What's the difference?
I think what I'm going to need to memorize if I start losing control surfaces is the ARU. I might need to override that and put it in high, in low speed, just to maintain flight control, but I'm not certain. I'll have to find out if I get hit.
Do you know the difference between the AIM-9 P5 and the AIM-9 P?
I have no clue.
Alright, I'm taking the P5. It sounds more advanced. Realizes that it's a trainer missile.
It could well be.
No, the trainer missiles are designated as cap, and the only trainer AIM-9 in the game is the 9M. Floodlights in this plane are actually ridiculously bright. It's probably the only floodlight you'll never see me use in a aircraft.
I don't usually use floodlights, just because they reflect off the canopy quite badly, so unless I physically need to see something, I just use the instrumentation lights. You watch your mouth, Gurn. This is a perfectly good shirt. Oh jeez, Nuts is here as well.
Totally.
I'll get performance anxiety in front of this audience. Bruins are a better team. Given the way the Oilers have been playing for the last couple of years, yeah, probably.
I'm sorry, did you just say... Who are the Oilers?
Edmonton Oilers, you know. The greatest team of the 80s and early 90s, who are now basically the wooden spooners every single fucking season.
You might as well be talking about Quidditch.
Oh, I forgot. You live in a desert place. You probably don't follow hockey.
You live in the desert, so you don't watch hockey. No, you're not wrong. I don't watch any hockey.
Am I doing air-to-air... Oh, wide performance anxiety. You're doing air-to-air refuel? No, I'm just gonna... I want to kind of see how the MiG-21 behaves now that the damage model is fixed. So, let's see if we can get some combat in this thing. Maybe take a hit, maybe not take a hit, who cares. I might try some air-to-air refueling later, but I'm not real keen on doing it just yet. And, whoa, that was a big freeze.
That was a really big freeze.
Wayne who? Wayne fucking who? Oh. Okay.
Something just loaded in.
Trim. Flaps are good. RSBN is set. Arc is set. Gun sights on, that's kind of an important one. All my weapons are turned on this time. I'm not going to try and do that in the air because last time that was a disaster. I completely forgot about missiles. Holy fuck.
Yeah, I can't catch you.
What are you doing to your dog?
Nothing, someone knocked on the door. Or probably walked in the door. Parked across the street, I don't know. No, you'd think I'm joking, I'm serious.
No, I'm
not
not
park
surprised.
across the street. They'll lose their mind.
Alright.
Oh, I need to open the SRS panel.
Sakumi traffic, Circus 1-4 taxis, runway 1-2 for southeast departure. Sakumi. Our dog gets really jealous if any of us go to, like, work with any of the animals. The moment you go near one of the alpacas, the dog starts whimpering and barking and fucking...
Which channel are you on?
I should be on ATC because I think this server defaults to ATC in the MiG-21. So it's
305?
No,
Or 243?
no, on this ATC should be 251. 251 for ATC, 253 I believe for general air freak, and then AWACS is like 266 or
Radio
something.
check 251?
I did not hear you.
Go figure. Someone else heard me on 251.
That's weird. Okay, well, allow me to double check. My radio is definitely turned on.
Yeah, the one thing I didn't get around to.
It should default to the right. Yeah, I'm on 251. Radio check 251.
I didn't hear you.
Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect and reconnect.
Just take us to 25,000.
Okay, now I can hear people. But I can't transmit. What the fuck? Oh, because I'm not in game. Good me. Nope. Did my SRS unbind something? Fuck's sake.
Every time I update it, it does something stupid. I hate it. I hate updating SRS.
I'm gonna try reconnecting again. Oh, it made that channel inactive, that's why. Radio check 251.
I'm still writing you 5.
Just having some SRS issues, thanks. Is that you just off my nose to the left there? I'd assume it is.
Beautiful brown F5.
Yep.
Oh, I'm ready to taxi.
Inferno? Yep. We are on Inferno.
Yep, we are on. My ping's only 224, which isn't bad.
3 bags, really? Really?
It's an F5.
You're flying with a MiG-21. Why would you bring 3 bags? I have like 2 minutes of endurance.
Because
Also,
maybe I want to sit on burners the whole time.
Briefly forgot how my steering works. That could have been
Noticed.
embarrassing.
It's okay. It's like the Saber for me. I just have to hold down the button.
I honestly prefer the differential braking steering on this because it's much more predictable than the fucking nose wheel. Like, nose wheel steering across every aircraft I've tried with nose wheel steering is really inconsistent. And it feels like at certain speeds your turning radius differs dramatically. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch all of these warning panels into night mode because it makes it easy to actually read the labels. Go figure.
I have 2 Fox 2s and that's it. I don't know what Northrop Design is planning to do. Besides be like a trainer for the 980s probably, but yeah.
No, it was meant to be a lightweight fighter.
Go figure.
But this was during the stage when the fighter mafia was in operation and they thought the gunfighters were like gonna make a big comeback. You might want to ride my ass, by the way, because I'm known to stop suddenly while taxiing.
That's why I'm backed off. Hopefully my dogs will shut their mouths. I'm honestly kind of excited to see you get hit by a missile and probably die. Because that thing's ridiculous.
Well,
What was that? Someone just had NASCAR in their background.
the fucking damage model has been updated to affect flight characteristics, but see, the main thing is... Oop, there we
Screen
go.
froze.
The main thing is, as long as I can actually like retain some flight control, it's all good. Can you just F10 for me? Actually, no, I'd better F10 because I need to move my map anyway, so it doesn't load on me. Yeah, we're good. Sukumi traffic, circus flight of 2, lining up, rolling the 1-2 for southeast. Sukumi. Give me a sec to just line up.
Would you broadcast it over 251? You don't even know what your frequencies are, never mind. Unless you have the overlay up.
Yeah, I'm on 251.
Okay, I didn't hear you.
That's weird. Apparently the other guy heard me. I can't hear you. Apparently the other guy heard me when I spoke, so God knows what's going on. Fucking weird. Whatever. Well, we may as well leave now while no one's coming in, so...
Yep.
Run them up. Brakes off.
Wow, look at you go!
I've still not tried the SPRD pods, but I'm tempted to at some point. The only
They're
thing
so
is,
fun.
if I take them, I can't take countermeasures.
Imagine not having countermeasures built into your plane. Can I pull up?
I mean, it's not that big of a deal because, you know, the main thing that defeats missiles is geometry anyway, but...
Yeah. Labs
Okay,
up,
oh
visual
god,
on you.
F-16s and MiG-23s and a MiG-29. This is like the worst possible situation for me. 110 for 40 miles is that F-16. Okay, come off the power a bit. Confirm
So-
that the flaps and gear are up. Yes, they are. I have no visual on you because I cannot see behind
I'm
me at
below
all.
you. You are gone.
Get good. Okay, I'm gonna come off the power.
I don't know how to use it. I don't even know how to use the missiles on this thing. I'm trying to like get you on IR to see if I can at least get it to work.
Is your master arm turned on?
I believe so. Yeah, well, it's a weapon selector arm panel. It's not even like a master arm.
I'm basically like a cunt hair off flight idle, so you should be able to catch me up. Just look
Yeah,
for the.
which
Oh, you're
weapons
above
you-
and behind. You're above and behind me.
Go
Fairly
figure.
close. Also, if in doubt, just look for a smoke trail. This thing is smoky as hell. Although I guess not when it's an idle.
I've got no.
Oh, I see
visual
you.
on
Yeah, you're directly off my
Oh,
tail.
visual.
Directly off my tail. You're smoky as fuck
Yeah.
as well.
Yeah, this thing is. Yeah, I saw your shimmering light.
Get some nice screens.
Yeah, I'm gonna go way past you, because
Of course. Practicing your tawny overshoot, are you? I'm locked by something, so I need to not be here.
yeah, I've got a 05 off. That's not good.
We do have a bomber 058 for 60. That is actually an appropriate target for this aircraft, so I'm gonna go. And then we got a bunch of dangerous shit to our southeast.
I completely lost you.
You're off my 2 o'clock. Slow down and come left. I'm gonna be above you in a sec.
Visual.
I'm gonna put my lights on dim so you can at least see me a bit better. For all the difference that makes.
Honestly.
Oh fuck, this thing is such a pain to trim out. The seat's in the worst possible position. So I'm just stamping on the rodders. Yeah, I'm hard locked by that MiG, or not the MiG, the F-16 probably. Or it could be the 29 actually.
I've got nails 29 off for 3 o'clock.
Watch out for a launch because I can't tell if they fire at me. All I know is that I'm being locked. I can't even see from where on my RWR. It's useless. Gonna get rid of my belly tank. What? What?
What's up?
No.
Ah!
Why are none of my weapon status lights on?
Missile, 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 missile. Oh, joy, my players in chat started deploying. I recommend running really fast.
Yep, I'm diving. I'm gonna try and get into the mountains.
I can't even fire my missiles!
Just get away into the mountains.
I'm just a baby. F-16, no, I'm just a virgin.
Oh shit, it's within 7 miles. I gotta fight this. There's no point running.
I can't turn on my missiles.
153 for 7.5.
How do I even lock a target? Target acquire button.
I can't see shit.
Alright, I'm rolling back. That scared the crap out of me.
Oh, I got enemy off my nose.
I see a missile trail.
Yeah, that would have been me.
This radar is operational. It was in standby mode. Oh, I've got something
Lost
locked
visual.
up. I'm really scared. My game just froze. Oh, I'm dead.
That wasn't... No, that wouldn't have been you. It was IFF's enemy. I can't see this guy. He dived away and now I can't see him. MiG-21's worst nightmare. As soon as you lose visual on someone, you're in deep shit because you cannot see anything behind you. You can't see forwards real well either. 137 for 5.9.
Alright, I'm restarting my jet.
Yep, that's him off my nose. Fuck! Lost him. Heaters, pick him up, pick him up. Oh, shit. Head on merge. Didn't get turned until the last moment.
Oh, you died?
No, 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 I'm up. Oh my fuck, he is hard to see. I've lost him. I think he just blasted straight past me. Oh, I'm in a merge with two. Fucking F-16 and a MiG-29. Oh no. Yeah, the sooner you get up, the better. I'm in a bad place right now. A very bad place. Don't let this be head on. Do not let this be head on. It's going to be head on. Oh god, I can't even see my fucking radar screen. Gotcha. Stay right there. Oh shit, I'm hit. I've lost engine power. Flight controls are okay for now. Oh, we just took a second hit. can't even jettison my weapons. I have no electric power. Still got flight control.
Oh yeah, and I can't spectate you now. You're technically dead.
Something something fixed flight model, something something harder to fly after damage. I have full flight control with no engine, no electrics. She is wallowing a bit, but she's flyable. I'm gonna go ahead and pop the lid. I gotta lose some speed, I'm coming in real fast.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I know where my chaff and flare weren't deploying.
Didn't have them turned on? Genius. Oh, I may have fucked this one up. I miscalculated how fast she bleeds speed now when damaged. That's a power line. That's a tree.
Well, now I know the last thing I need to blind.
Ah! Oh, no! Well, I survived.
I mean, you got it down.
Yeah.
I forgot you were in the
Shame
chat.
it was a farce.
So you know how the polls called this thing the pencil? Mine is literally a pencil right now. This is PvE gun. This is fine. Whee! Yep, okay, so they say they've fixed the flight model this update, but it is still surprisingly easy to control after damage. So there you go. I need to do some texturing work on this cockpit. I want to get the clean canopy, but I don't want to get rid of the serial numbers and shit and the sealant on the perspex. So I'm gonna have to do it myself. The other thing is, because I can only do one channel at a time on my radio, I can't listen to AWACS and be on Air General, so I think I'll just switch straight to AWACS.
Radio check 251.
Mine's not turned on yet, so I won't be able to hear you anyway.
Thank you. Dude, sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. I don't know, I wonder. I have no idea.
Yeah, SRS is weird sometimes.
I'm getting a weird crash at desktops when I'm trying to join Inferno.
My life. Do I have a second radio? I should have a VUHF in this. No, I only have one radio on the
Yeah.
F5.
Welcome to my life.
Well, you gotta remember I have the MiG-21 and the 19, so I know what it's like.
Weird thing is my suspended low lights weren't working in that last flight. They are now. I don't know why. It's weird.
Scooby traffic, taking.
Yeah, my radio's working, although that guy kind of cut out mid-sentence. Okay, flaps, trim. Everything looks good.
Oh, I'm going for taxi.
Sukumi traffic, Circus 1-4, taxis, runway, Sukumi. MiG-29,
Sick, I didn't.
20 miles out. I was just about to fucking blast a couple of R60Ms at that MiG-29 when I got zapped by a missile from the F-16. The MiG-29 is actually not that hard to see at close range, just because it has so much wing. When it's full plan form to you, you can see it quite well against the clouds. But the MiG, or not the MiG, the fucking F-16, because the color of grey it is, and being relatively small, it's really hard to spot, just like this thing is.
Ooh, look, a Hornet coming in to land.
Let's watch him fuck it up.
The F5 zooms. I just drifted the F5.
Oh, that did not look like a healthy rate of descent to me.
Whew.
Did he just do like a mega bounce on your screen?
Yeah.
He actually like phased into the ground and came back out of it. He hit so hard. I wish
he bounced through.
I wish that landings would sync up a bit better on DCS, because like it exaggerates how bad they are. I wish I could actually like rate people's landings. I just sit by the runway all day watching them.
Stalker.
Well, it's fun, especially on this server or Georgia at War. Some of the shit you see. It's just
Sorry, I'm
ridiculous.
taking off. Hey Rudy, look at the runway, Rudy.
It's behind me.
I'm in F5.
Oh, hello.
Meow.
I'm in your big brother. Actually, would it be a son?
Think so?
Oh, I know what I forgot to do last time. I forgot to lock the noticeable braking in.
Oh god, it's one of those planes that has radio selectors. Thankfully, I know the key binding for bogey dope. 359 for 20. Did they shoot down?
As if not bind it to something on the something quick on the keyboard. I just have Windows Q. Everything except one of the MiG-29s has been shot down. The next closest is those MiG-21s, 200 miles out to the north.
Yeah, I'm rolling back 359 to engage that 29. Those 21s are far away. Oops, I rolled a bit too far.
Oh, that was a bit of a freeze there. Sukumi traffic, Circus 1-4, winding up rolling at runway 12, Sukumi.
Well, I think the issue was SRS because I closed it into it.
Yeah, SRS is a bit janky today, it seems.
How do I unlock the target I've got locked up? Because I just turn the radar back into standby mode?
Straight the skins on the F-18. Love it.
This thing has an IFF. I think
Gear
the
and flaps up. Oh, the nose on this is searching really badly. I think something's up with my rudder pedals again, as usual. Turn around my chair. There we go. That's better. Might actually just go. Oh,
need to recenter.
Okay, I'm heading up to intercept those. So
Yep.
hopefully I'll still have fuel by the time I get here, and I can actually fight on equal terms with MiG-21s. Well, kind of equal. They are AI, they do have infinite energy after all. My flying is so uncoordinated today.
What's she hitting, Ross?
I'm going through to about 325, but at the moment I'm 310. Okay, I'm gonna roll out at 320 actually. Have to kind of hook in on them, but it's all well.
Pretty sure this F-18 that's in front of me is gonna just go kill them all.
Probably.
And I'm gonna be leveling out at 20,000. At least that's the plan.
I wonder what the weather's like at the moment, like if there's any wind. It seems to be kind of skidding around a bit, even without rudder input. MiG-21's really hard to fly coordinated, it just wants to go everywhere but in a straight line. Which is ironic because it really doesn't fly very well anywhere but in a straight line. Actually got it trimmed level though, which is rare. Kinda learned with this thing you can't trim it to fly hands off, you can only trim it to fly level. It still needs just a little bit of input on the stick.
Form up on you, Ross.
I have no idea where you are, I can't see you at all.
Got eyes on you.
Yep.
Off your right. Like 3 o'clock. Hi.
No eyes.
Hey, where are you guys at?
Can you see me now? Giant red
Oh
smoke
yeah.
trail.
Wait, yep. I see you. Yeah, you're about off my full.
105 for 77.
Ooh, MiG-23's coming in now.
Yep.
088. That, what's that F-18 doing? Like, MiG-23s are really dangerous for me, but if I get in close, I can fight them. He's still heading up.
Field 1-1. Request bogey dope.
Yeah, he's still heading up. Okay, I'm going to hook in east. We'll go for those MiG-23s, I guess.
Oh, so I'm hooking towards.
Turning right.
109. Adjust our course line. 251, 5x5.
Assume it's you, Ross, tuning into 090.
Yeah. I put
My
out
name is
flares,
Tony.
but I don't have very many flares. Oh, Jesus. Don't do that, but, like, I straight up cannot see anything except directly ahead of me and kind of to the sides, so... Like, just pretend I'm like a horse with blinders on or something, so if you appear in front of me suddenly, I'm gonna fucking jump. What was I gonna do? I was gonna press something in the pit. Oh, right. I was gonna retune radio. There we go. That should be AWACS.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope.
Yep, that's AWACS.
Something's got them locked.
095-460 at 23,000 knots.
It must be nice to have an actual functional RWR. I wouldn't know.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's very beepy.
Mine is occasionally beeping to tell me that there is something transmitting in a general area to my front.
100. Focus.
What altitude? What distance? What type? Who knows? Could be a fucking leaky microwave for all I know. But there is something transmitting microwave radiation to my front.
445 at 23,000 knots.
This dude said leaky microwave.
Seriously, dude, somebody on the air... Oh, I'm locked. Somebody on the airbase decides that they're gonna have, like, some fucking pizza rounders or some shit for a snack, and this thing starts spazzing out. "37 miles, yeah, that'll be the MiG-23s locking me, probably.
I've got contrails.
I don't see the comms yet. You shot way ahead of me, though,
Yes.
that's why.
Apparently this dude is co-altitude. Is there nothing in front of
Belly
me?
tank.
I'm gonna get slammed by a... like, oh god.
Knowing my luck, I'll be the one that cops the R-24, so don't worry.
I'm way ahead of you guys. Actually, we're kind of in the same direction, but I think they're nose hot on me.
They're quite close. Fox 3.
Ray gun? Or is this shit?
It must be nice to be able to even see things on your radar more than 20 miles away.
I love it how it turns red as well. It's very handy. Oh, yeah, I've got eyes on directly in front.
I see, yep, one just came onto the edge of my radar. I see one of you off my right, close.
There's one high, one low, and he's fired on me.
Alright, I'm gonna take the guy I've got. Locked, I see him, he's off my nose. I think that may
I see
actually
a
be you
missile
hooking
trail.
around. Yeah, I see one of you hooking left across my nose. I'm nose on with the nearest of the MiG-23s. I'm gonna get a little closer and pop a pair of R3s at him.
Focus. Rob 094-412 at 14,000 flanking.
I feel like they made this thing a little more squirrely.
00.
Fox 2.
Oh,
Oh,
come on, pick him back up. There we go. I just got a merge call.
100.
I see a missile on.
326-450
oh, that's a mountain. Oh, I'm so dead here. I'm dead.
Fox 1, making it ×2.
Rust!
That wasn't you, was it?
Yes, it was.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, it is!
My bad.
Nice dodge, nice dodge.
It's okay, they're only R3Rs, they rarely hit what they're pointed at. I IFF'd, but obviously one of you had crossed my nose after I IFF'd, so I'm locked now. I've got
I'm
one
clear.
293 for 4.3, so he's behind me somewhere. Still nothing on radar.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope.
I got one of you off my nose. Oh, I see 3 friendlies off my nose right now.
Yep, that's us.
I think the MiG-23 got shot down. Don't know who that 3rd friendly is. Probably a Hornet.
I went to the side of the mountain, so...
Yep, 326 for 46 miles. I'm down to heaters.
I only have heaters.
The wonderful thing about the MiG-21 is even though it has radar-guided missiles, it's not BBR capable. Like, my heaters have longer range than my radar-guided missiles. It's a pretty good meme.
I think there's an F-18 near me.
Gotta get used to this thing again. The MiG-21 doesn't really need much rudder input for like normal flight, whereas the Tomcat and especially the Su-27 and 33, you really need to use the rudder going into turns. Like, the main use I've had of the rudder in the MiG-21 is trying to initiate a bank at high angles of attack and low speeds. That's about it. And while landing, obviously. Don't know how accurate that is. It feels weird though, because I'm so used to having to use rudder to coordinate. It's like it just coordinates itself somehow.
I've got something hot off my nose.
I've got a con off my nose. I think it's a con. I hope it's not a missile or I'm in deep shit.
Well, yeah, no, someone just fired a missile to my left. Probably the MiG-21.
Okay, radar going back on because he's just about within range. 23 miles. Yep, I've got 2 friendlies direct off my nose. Which is probably you guys.
I think I might have locked up the Reaper drone.
Got a con behind me as well. Oh, I've got it trimmed straight and level. Didn't even try.
What's the AWACS channel?
I think it's 266. I'm not certain. I better check. It's channel 2 in this thing on the presets.
And it's dead.
Yep, 283 for 70 miles. Yeah, I don't need to put rudder into a turn at all, because I tried to coordinate that turn and actually ended up skidding. Just takes the slightest bit and I'm skidding. This thing is so sensitive to pitch input. Well, it's sensitive to any input. I actually had to dead zone the fuck out of my roll axis, otherwise I'd black myself out. But it's so sensitive to pitch input, like just trying to trim it is difficult because the nose porpoises up and down like a giant fucking pendulum. Just the slightest input of the controls and she starts bobbing. You can kind of compensate by turning the damper on, but then, I don't know, you lose kind of some of your flight response out of having that turned on. I might just leave the damper on for once. I don't usually fly with it. It makes you more twitchy and more difficult to hit in a dogfight, which is helpful. Having it off, that is. Having it on obviously stabilizes you a bit. The other thing though is the damper is also cancelled when you hit the SAU cancel. So that doesn't just cancel the straight and level, that cancels all currently active SAU modes. Same as the unlock button for the radar cancels all your filters, so I try and avoid using it where I can. Otherwise I start having issues with weather. To enable the filters for it. guy asking if traffic's controlled or uncontrolled. I don't think a traffic controller would help much the way people on this server act. Like, most of the people in this server are either not on SRS or they're on the wrong freak.
Check 254.
I'm not on 254, so I can't even hear you. But yeah, most of the time when I get on this server, it's just a clusterfuck. Comms are non-existent or awful. People just do whatever. So generally it's advisable to check F10 before you roll onto the runway.
Yeah.
Got a nails something off my front left quarter. That is as good as my information gets. That's the limit of my situational awareness when it comes to what is irradiating me. It is to my front left somewhere.
I'm conning your high right.
High right? Yep, I see.
I've got something on radar.
Distance?
Don't know how to read this thing yet.
100. Request bogey dope. 100. Focus.
AWACS doesn't see it, whatever it is.
Yeah. What does that
Got a
mode do?
car, high left, 11 o'clock. It's probably friendly. It might be that Hornet that went out before.
I've got nothing on F10 in front of us.
Oh, it's
Besides
AWACS.
for the
It's our
E3.
AWACS. Yep. And for some reason I'm not getting EWRS callouts at the moment.
Neither am I.
There might just be nothing in the air. Although I think even when there's nothing, I think you still get callouts. I can't remember.
Focus. In field 1-1. Request bogey dope. In field 1-1.
Focus clean.
Just gonna go ahead and set the SA here. So, thank you DCS, just freeze a little more, why don't you? This button here is termed the panic button by VVS pilots because basically the function of that is it's the SAU automatic recovery mode. No matter what attitude the aircraft is in, what is going on, as long as you've got altitude and you press that button, it will recover itself. It doesn't matter what is happening with the aircraft. It could be, you know, as long as it's something that it can recover from one way or another, it will recover itself if you press that button. So if you're like upside down, fucking steep bank in a cloud near a stall and you mash that button, the aircraft will recover itself. It's also a very, very handy way of just flying hands off when you're feeling particularly lazy because the aircraft will fly straight and level once that mode is engaged. And then you just cancel it with the left button there. So the two biggest buttons you got on your stick here are autopilot functions basically, and then that I think is your, yeah, that's your lock button, so that's like a little thumb switch there. That's your trim. The MiG-21 only has pitch trim, it has no roll trim, no rudder trim, which makes things very interesting when you start firing missiles or carrying asymmetric payloads. That is your weapon release. And the trigger is gun only, that's separate, so that's right there. And the trigger actually is, it's pretty neat actually. It snaps up and folds over the top of the stick when it's not in use, so your safety is literally unsnapping the trigger and flipping it down. And you've got like a little cover for the weapon release there. countermeasure release is in a kind of awkward spot there.
U.S. Navy only. U.S. Navy only.
What?
Just passed off your front.
Yeah, I see it.
I wonder if that MiG-21 just like straight up hit the ground and died or something.
And as you can see, like if you look at where Master of All is, he's only slightly off to one side. Look at where he's on my radar display. I have to point the nose basically at him to lock him. And to hold the lock, he has to be within quite a narrow cone. So basically where he is now, within that cone, I still have him. If he leaves that, I don't have him. If he dips more than a couple degrees below my nose, I don't have him anymore because the radar sees further up than down. So if you want to just drop altitude by about 1,000 feet. Oh, I've already lost you because you've zipped out the left of my radar picture. Anyway, you get my point. The radar in this thing is kind of a bag of shit designed for intercepting bombers that don't maneuver much.
Focus 100. Request
I
bogey
got
dope.
2,000 kilos.
100. Focus.
AWACS still sees nothing. Gonna go ahead and take the SAU off, the damper back on. I'm gonna land and refuel just while I've got a chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to as well. RTB Sochi.
Sochi should be behind us.
Yep.
Oh, here we go, air-to-air mission. Let's see what it spawns and where first.
Probably on the other side of the world.
Probably.
The thing is impossible to see.
Yeah. It's small.
That's really far. 343 for 120 at 30,000 flanking ice. Something tells me it's not a MiG-21.
See, I have the fuel to get there, but once I get there, I don't have the fuel to dogfight an RTB.
Yeah, I'm not
so
getting there either.
quickly
RTB Sochi.
land, hot refuel, chuck some more R3Rs on, and go. So I think we're actually slightly north of Sochi. Should be off my nose now. I think that bit of land off my nose is Sochi City, and then the next point that juts out into the sea there is Sochi Adler, which is where the airport is. There's a ship down there, that's probably one of the carriers. Yep, that is a Stennis.
I'll come meet you at Sochi and we can go hunting.
What are you even in, Ruby? I'm guessing the Tomcat.
I'm in Mirage, mate.
Ah, wait, you said Fox 3 though.
Yeah, I was in a Hornet before.
Oh, okay.
Thought I'd do something a bit different, you know.
So, the
Yeah,
front parts
only
of these
take our kills
pylons
by
are
20
quite-
miles and not 50.
If you look at pictures of a real MiG-21, these are actually... Why is this rolling? Got a bit heavy-footed on the rudder. These are actually flip-down covers, so underneath that little cowling there would be all the electronic connectors to the missile, which plug into that green patch there, which they haven't modelled in-game, but that's where they plug in. So you'd have this, like a plug coming out of that and hooking in under that cover.
I'm gonna be landing runway 06, so I'm gonna come in from the downwind. I'm not gonna do a straight out, do a full pattern.
I was
Just because
slightly
this
off.
thing needs to bleed speed.
So that's Sochi right now. Or that's the city, that's the airport off my nose.
Sochi traffic, single ship F5 entering pattern for runway 06.
No, it makes me kind of sad. The midlife upgrade for this is going to come after heat blower have split off, so I'm probably not going to get all the cool cockpit noises from fucking flipping switches and stuff. Although a new cockpit is going to be nice. I think what they're doing
Carrying
is
down on runway 06 Sochi.
a new model and new texture options and stuff like that, but the big thing is new lighting, because the lighting in this definitely needs work. So every one of these little things, they look kind of like bolts, but they're not. That's a poster light, that's a poster light, these are all poster lights. Like, the whole instrument panel is covered in about 50 to 100 poster lights, which are not functional in game. There should be a white flood here, which actually does work, but it's not modelled. And then the only actual working lights are that white flood, and then the 4 red floods here, 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 and here. None of the poster lights are modelled at all. And a bunch of the text, so if I crank this on, all the text and stuff lights up. It shouldn't. Most of the text should be illuminated paint, or like, luminous paint. So it should be sort of a green tinge, like the course align button and the circle on the SAU. And as well as that, the clock should be illuminate paint. Fucking
turning the
luminous.
final runway 06 Sochi traffic.
So yeah, most of it should be Illum paint, and then only the actual stuff on the ins panel should be backlit. I actually overshot by quite a bit, that's alright. Gave me time to lose some speed and altitude.
Focus. 100.
Coming in as well.
Request bogey dope.
Bombers.
Do you have a parachute, Ross?
On my, what, like a drogue chute for landing, yeah?
Yeah, you do?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. I'm just trying to determine how much spacing I need.
I'm probably not going to use it, depends how far down the runway I touch. Like, if I touch down near the keys, I'm not going to bother. There's no point.
Copy.
Wheels down 06 Sochi. I have a parachute, but I'm just gonna bring along anyways.
Sochi traffic, Circus 1-4, coming in extended right base, runway 06, Sochi.
Sochi traffic, all runways clear.
Sochi traffic, Circus 1-4, final, runway 06, Sochi. This is quite a long final.
Oh yeah, I see your smoke trail.
Don't suppose you noticed if there was any wind on your way down?
There was a bit of wind, yeah.
Okay, need to get the nose down a little so I can actually see what I'm doing. Come off the power. I might need the chute, I'm coming in quite high. What is with my rudder today? Fuck! It's just wallowing all over the fucking place. Fucking... God damn it. That is the worst MiG-21 landing I've done in a very long time. I'm pretty sure I just collapsed my main gear. My fucking rudder, the one time the fucking left pedal actually works. Like, I just barely twitched it and the whole aircraft started rolling left.
I think I broke my landing gear, maybe. Oh, that's alright.
That's a MiG-21 with invisible landing gear.
For Clearville runway searching.
Oh yeah, I should probably do the part where I refuel.
I'm gonna have to fucking repair as well now. If that even fixes it. I'm pissed off about that. Feels like the pedals are out of alignment. I need some new rudder pedals, but it's going to be a long time before I can afford them.
Подключить питание.
Oh, you missed a Mirage.
Hello.
Ремонт. Прием. Прием.
Where's my landing gear looking?
Командир, наземное электропитание подключено. Заправка по плану. Перезарядка по плану.
Oh, it looks
Yeah, you can
alright.
see the left main gears angled slightly inwards. I jarred it
I
really
expect
hard.
you the
on
gears
touchdown.
are invisible.
Yeah, that's a decent issue. It's pretty common.
Actually, your gears inside of your wing, not folded, just jammed up in there.
It's slightly like off kilter on my screen. Check my rudder curves.
Командир, борт заправлен.
Goodness.
Yeah, it's twitchy. For some reason, the sensor on my rudder is really twitchy. It like bounces back and forth. It's like it's vibrating. I don't know why. The sensor on this must just not be real good. Which is weird because it's a new set of pedals. That's not what I wanted to click at all. Why did I click that? Oh, yeah, that would explain a few things. I have no curve on my rudder in the MiG-21 whatsoever. That might be a little better. Then again, it may also just fuck my rudder up because it's still not traveling as well on the left as the right. It's so twitchy. Hydraulic system's bitching at me because I've got the engine off.
I pressed the wrong button. Hey, myself.
Aircraft repair started.
Be redrawing in a second.
I'm floating.
What button did you push?
I was in the roll screen seeing what planes were available at Sochi, and instead of putting briefing again, I pressed exit, and I forgot exit and disconnect both of the same thing.
Yeah.
It's so stupid.
Oh, are you fucking shitting me? Motherfucker!
What?
It dropped me on my nose. as it finished the repair and collapsed the fucking nose gear. Oh my fucking god. Let's repair again. Fucking game.
GG. DCS 1, Rossman 0.
Can already tell it's going to be one of those days. What's interesting is, even without... Okay, that's interesting. So I have no ailerons. This is without the hydraulics running. Well, presumably the hydraulics aren't running because the engine's off. I've still got rudder. I've still got... Oh, no. Okay, pressure's gone because I've got no response on the elevons anymore. I did have some. I must have just worked it out of the system there. So I'm kind of curious how long it takes for the hydraulic system to run out of pressure without the engine running, because that's going to be, I think, the deciding factor now in whether I'm going to make it back to base after taking the missile. As long as my engine's running and I'm not leaking hydraulic fluid, I should be okay.
Mid-flight, you're going to be in a downwards pitch, getting ready to pull up, and your thing's going to cut out.
Well, the other nice thing as well about the MiG-21 is because it's got such tiny lift surfaces already, and it's, you know, basically go fast boy. It doesn't really notice if you're missing a significant chunk of wing or tail. As long as you're gentle on the controls, you won't lose it. So the big limiting factor is whether you have power.
I'm about to triple bag an F5 with 2 missiles all the way over, since it's not like I'm losing any weapons anyways.
If this breaks my plane again, which it probably will, I'm going to be very unimpressed.
I'm going to be dead. It does.
So I've still got... I wonder if the rudder is just 100% mechanical linkage, because it is still going like there's nothing stopping it. I've got full rudder input. Well, I've got nothing on the elevons, and I've got nothing on the ailerons either. This is something I would probably know if I'd read the manual.
That's close.
I'm just going to hold the stick back. I don't think it's going to make much difference, but just so it doesn't drop me on my nose again. I can't believe that. Fucking DCS.
Oop, you're levitating.
Yeah, nose down, which is a real good sign. Oh, there we go. We got a nose wheel, and it's clipped through the floor. This will be good. Yeah. Yep. Thanks, DCS.
No, you're right.
No, I'm
You're
not.
right.
It just
No, you're not.
exploded.
Wait, no, we did not.
Fuck's sake.
You did not actually explode.
No, I didn't. I just
That's mean.
ejected because there's no point. It's just going to keep smashing my nose wheel every time I fucking repair it. I'm going to respawn
Swarms up
it.
happening.
My plane just oh no.
What's with you guys in exploding planes?
Yeah. Ross's MiG exploded and peppered mine with shot.
Oh yeah, my bad. I forgot when you fucking respawn it. It does that. Oops.
Well, I suppose I don't need the bags anymore.
Перезарядка по плану.
So I was just gonna burn or throw myself up there. What is a travel pod?
Dunno.
This thing can hold 5 snake eyes on the center line. This thing is a beast.
Very small one.
Of course, sneezing. I shook too hard in my chair, and my the suspension thing cut out. So I'll be back.
Командир, оружие подвешено.
Hey, driving. Right. I think that's everything. Just
So you guys back over it.
That's Sakumi? Yeah, I had to respawn, so... Rip.
Your explosion was very specific on what it damaged. It damaged my 3 wheels, popped 3 on with my 3 wheels, and I'm missing 2 missiles.
No, driving, I didn't forget how to fly MiG-21. What happened was my rudder pedals are, for some reason, not cooperative at all today. And so the slightest twitch of my leg sent the aircraft rolling left, and my landing was all, like, really fucked up. It was a bad approach, so it wasn't a good excuse, but either way, I landed hard, collapsed the left leg, went to repair it, and it repaired the left leg, and then dropped me on my fucking nose and broke the nose wheel. I tried repairing again, and it clipped my nose wheel through the ground and blew it up, so I had to respawn. How have I been holding up? Yeah, okay. The usual. Radio's on.
He was better before his plane
Traffic,
exploded
circuit
twice.
4, taxis, runway 12 for southeast departure. Security.
I see, I'll pull up behind you. Look at the MI-8 taxiing. Like, properly taxiing.
Where is it? I don't see.
He's
in
behind
front of
me.
me? Yeah.
Also, this is where my planet spawned my plane. It's kind of in the way, in my opinion.
No, it's fine. Oh yeah, he is properly taxiing. Wow. Don't see
The only
that
time
often
I
for
properly
helicopters.
taxied was in the campaign, yeah. Alright, boys. Taxiway takeoff time, not on SRS, Discord re.
I get really worried when all my light warning panels go out. I think this one's actually failed on me. Yep. Brilliant. I have no idea where the center position for my trim is now. Fuck. And there is absolutely nothing I can do about it. Did someone just shoot me?
No, why?
Oh, you rammed me.
No way, I didn't even touch on my screen.
You did. I mean, I don't know if the aircraft's damaged, but I heard you hit me.
Ah, you'll be fine.
Don't sit that close to me, like ever.
I'm trying not to. I'm literally messing with other stuff. I didn't realize how close I was to you.
Just, like, give me a lot of space. A lot of space.
Yeah, clearly. You're the devil at taxiing.
Can you carry 8 heaters? No. I can carry 6. And it makes me draggy as hell. I'm carrying 6 missiles now, so I've got 2 radar missiles and 4 heaters. You can mount the double pylon for the R60Ms on either the outboard or inboard stations, but you cannot have both. Yeah, don't get closer than at least 1 plane length to mine when I'm taxiing.
I forgot. You taxi like it's a Boeing 737 and not like it's a fighter jet.
No, it's more that I'm prone to stopping suddenly. And I can't see you behind me at all. Like, I straight up cannot see behind me on the ground, because even using the periscope, I just have no vision over my tail. My own aircraft's in the way. I saw a video where one had 8. It probably was modded, or it was like a... I assume you mean in-game. It's probably modded. If you mean in real life, it's probably a modernization program, because the MiG-21 cannot.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. You've also only got specific stations you can carry fuel tanks on, because they're not all plumbed for fuel. So only the outboard pylons on the wings and the center line. Secure me traffic, Circus Fighter 2, rolling runway 12. I have no idea what my trim's at, so this is probably going to end in tears. I can't see you, you're under my nose. Oh, I see you now. F-16As, oh boy. DCS reset everything on me? Nope, DCS has not done shit. I have no center warning light panel. The fucking bulb's blown. Where are you going? I'm in your low 8. Quite close.
Those F-16s are over the ships and getting shot down by the ships.
Yeah, the usual. Have an opinion on X-55 and X-56? Nope, I've never used either of them. Oh, Jesus.
F-56 rules.
Is that you in the F-15, Rudy?
No, Mirage.
Well, whoever's in the F-15 feels the need to show off and get disturbingly close to my plane.
I'm at 30,000 feet. Just cruising down towards you guys.
Got all its fucking lights on as well. It's broad daylight. Yeah, they're getting shot down by those ships.
On left wing. He just called you a Mirage.
Oh, and the left of our team. But with the rest of our team. What?
Harold's in the F-15 and he said, I'm on your left wing, Mirage.
What the fuck?
Oh,
I
that's
can only just see him if I crane my neck and like go right to the front of the pit and look sideways. It's so hard to see him. FAA rule, have to have your lights on until you get into combat zone. Even military jets have to follow FAA rules. Well, we're in Georgia. I'm pretty sure the FAA has no jurisdiction here whatsoever, so... Besides, the nav lights on the Flaming Coast 3 aircraft are fucking obnoxious. They're so bright. I've just got mine set on dim. I usually don't even bother with them.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope.
What's your guys' altitude?
Not a lot. Like, what's that? Probably 600 meters? Oh, sorry, 600 feet. Not bad. Let's check my guess. 4,300 feet. I'm a genius.
4,300.
Wait, hang on. Oh no, that's right, because that's tens of thousands on the outer scale if I read it that way. My bad. Someone's popping flares over the top of me. What the fuck?
My mic was muted the whole time. That was me.
Good job. So I have a grand total of no kills. And now someone's locking me.
Request bogey dope.
I've got nails at 14.
100. Focus.
Buddy Spike, MiG-21. Alright, fuck this. I'm not flying out to sea for no reason.
Should just go land on the Stennis because I can.
F-15 with 3 bags. Smash on. Trying to formate with a MiG-21 that doesn't even have comms with him.
Come on, his name is Harold. He's a nice guy.
I'm sure he
Who
is.
else knows his son?
I'm sure he is, but I wish he was nicer a bit further away from my aircraft. I just really hate having people behind me in this because I can't tell what they're doing.
But you look so beautiful. Even I'm here.
Yeah.
I'll be there soon.
Well, I'm turning back inland because there's absolutely nothing to do out here.
F-15, MiG-21, and F-5E
The server
formation.
is full of F-14s and F-18s, so yeah, we're not going to get any action whatsoever.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. I'm right on top of this F5. I need to roll to your... I'm joining your right just so I don't hit this man. I've actually lost him, and I'm very scared for my life.
Yeah, so this light panel's fucked. I do have random failures turned on, and that's apparently my random failure for the day. And of all the light panels to go, it's one of the most important ones, because it tells me when my trim is neutral. To be honest, he's actually pretty good at flying formation,
Yeah, he's not bad.
considering he has no warning of when I maneuver.
What is your speed? Preferably non-communism per hour.
750 k's an hour, so that's what, about 400 and something miles an hour? I don't know what that is in knots.
Well, here's the thing. I use knots.
Oh, fuck you.
What do you mean? All of NATO aircraft use knots. Well, I told
Yeah.
you not to say communism
Yeah,
per
well,
hour.
guess what? I'm used to flying Spitfires. They use miles an hour, so suck my dick.
So it'd be P-51s. It's not 1943 anymore.
Are you formed up on the F-15 or?
He's formed up on me. He's flying my wing.
I'm dropping a flare.
Yeah, I'm right behind you guys.
Oh, are you? I don't recommend being right behind me on some occasion. Oh, yeah, I see. I got visual on. Just barely, but I have it. God, this would be so much easier to fly if someone had some authority of speed over here. Oh, you trying to take the number 3 spot?
I'm just gonna form up on this right.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. Take left wing abreast. Try to, anyways. Oh, I didn't know this was Aerobatics Germany server.
Should probably have actually checked when I got on early to see if the Cold War server was populated, because it won't be now, but it might have been when I first got on.
Oh yeah, with how early we did get on. Oop, there goes a bag. Honestly though, we do look beautiful. Like, I'm so glad these are going to be still in my background for the...
No, we've got Russia and Harry. UK and Sweden. He's in burners. I think he's in burners.
Yeah, he's kind of got mediocre speed control. He's in burner and off every 5 seconds. Unfortunately, I can't just, like in the Mirage, the best thing I use for formation flying is I just lock a friendly up and see exactly what my velocity vector is for them.
Yeah.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope.
You're nuts. What's their speed?
397.
I'll be dropping back for 397.
0.64 mark.
Here we go. Air threat inbound. Leg cramps? Oh, that sucks, dude. I get fucking leg cramps all the time. I hate it. 5-1 for 130. Might want to fucking clear my left. Tell this guy to back off a little. I'm not.
Yeah, I'll go do it.
I'm on the wrong
I'll tell him to back off. I'll tell him to back off the Soviet way. Oh, he's actually flying really well. He matched it instantly.
He fucking matched you. I fucked that up real bad because I was looking at chat. But
I had to break it because I was just gonna meme and like do the Soviet thing and be like right up in his face, but no, he actually matched that ridiculously perfectly.
he turned like instantly.
This guy's scaring me. He's full afterburner though, mostly because your AoE is off the charts.
Request bogey dope.
I need to dump my bag before I get myself the stroke.
Oh my god.
120 miles repairing Me-21s that are inevitably going to die before we get there.
Yeah, this guy's probably gonna shoot down with 2 missiles instantly.
Or there'll be a Hornet already halfway there.
Harold / Dam. Alright, I'm rejoining. Unfortunately, I just started zooming after I dumped my bag. Yeah, you've got like less fuel than me.
2.5 tons. Right.
How to fly the Mirage always with the center tank.
Yeah, I dropped mine a while ago. I had to burn to catch up to you guys.
Yeah, I feel that. I was visual on you.
I'm quite far behind you guys again. I lost you guys on my nose and then I hit the brakes and you shot quite far ahead.
Yeah.
Well, the good news is there's no Hornets out there yet. Bad news is we're dragging an F-15 with us, so... How's that for a size comparison? The size of him versus the size of me.
This guy's probably sitting in the front autopilot. We're just over here trimming morning hell out of our planes. no, he matched your turn really well. I've seen this Herald guy before.
Well, he knows what he's doing.
I think he plays on the TTI,
What's
no,
your
let's get
guys'
never mind. My speed is currently 590 knots. They're accelerating
590. Fuck, I was just doing 590.
490.
Oh, 490. Okay. Let's say.
If I was going 590, I'd be halfway to my... Or I'd be at like 30,000 feet. I'm really excited to use this thing in the Cold War server. Alright, yeah, I'd say their speed's more around like, yeah, like 490, 475, that range.
530 at the moment, just trying to catch up.
I love how all of our planes are smoky and then you have the kind of clean Mirage. Another air threat. Nice, we only flew so far this way. We gotta hurry up and get them. We just passed one of the ships.
I'm still at most of my internal fuel load. Once you actually slot back into cruise, the MiG-21's not too hard on fuel.
Yeah, it's like the Kuznetsov for lower left.
Yep. All smoky.
Is it smoking like crazy?
Yep, and it's got a ramp. I really hope they will model that thing with the launch blocks instead of just like...
Yeah, new model is
No
badly
blocks.
needed.
Hey, we're getting a 4-storm, am I right?
Oh, Mirage is smoky too.
Yeah, I guess it... Yeah, kind of clean, boy. You know, honestly, that pretty much sounds like the warning indicator in the Mirage. Like, I actually looked at where it would be in the Mirage.
Yeah, I just did the same thing.
Alright, dropping speed back. Yeah, I'd say 500 knots. 495 is your go.
530 still.
Yeah, I'm doing about 960 kilometers an hour. Got a con high right about my 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It's probably one of the Hornets or something coming out to try and steal our thunder yet again.
Visual. This F-15's been sitting in Bernie like this whole time. Also, I'm switching on my radar.
Yeah, but he's an F-15. He has 3 bags.
Yeah, I know. He's literally can fly at like 90,000 if he wanted to. And like 84, but still. Speaking of fuel,
I'm
that's not
lost.
always used. Yeah, that's them. That's that Contrail.
Body spike, MiG-21.
I think I lock you. Oh, are you close by? I think when I sweep across my nose, I lock you up. I'm not sure.
Oh, something's causing my RWR to spaz the fuck out, and the enemy MiG-21s won't even be in radar range yet.
Alright, I'm on your right wing, Ross.
I'm gonna cancel the autopilot, so I might bob up suddenly.
Oh, he just dropped his bags. Forgot.
I'm waiting for this guy to go like straight AOA 30 degrees
One
up.
off the nose, that's the first MiG-21.
I love how I can fly forward in an F5 after flying it for about 20 minutes, but I can't fly him forward with Royal Life and like anything else. So how dare you go burners without me?
I want to actually get a chance at something.
What do you think I feel? I only have Fox 2s.
Oh, you
Very fire.
motherfucker!
Come on, guys. There's plenty of us. Dude, he almost hit you with your missile, though. That's what's funny. Oh, who got it?
Him.
He was right
Almost
there.
certainly him. Yep.
I'm going for the second con. Okay, if I run out of fuel.
I want to kill something.
Bro, that was an aim 7 too.
I know. He's gonna go for this guy too. God damn it.
If they merge, I might accidentally hit him with the heater.
I'm nose on with this guy in full burner. I'm trying to close up before old mate fires again. Oh, he's way close. Yeah, he's right under him.
Fox 1, F-15. He already killed him. Ooh, this game sucks. Yeah, I want to fire missile this year.
I'm so tempted to just fire at him. So tempted.
I don't think my trigger's bound, eh?
Oops, well I just did. Oh no, it's chasing the... Wow, that missile is trash. Oh my god, that missile is trash.
You want to talk about trash? Bro, I got fucking R3Rs. How do you think I feel?
AIM-9P. The fact that I don't know how the AIM-9P compares to the other AIM-9 says something.
I'm glad I just wasted all that fuel coming out over the water in a MiG-21 so that an F-15 could kill both enemy aircraft that I wanted to kill.
Do you want me to shoot him down? I can do that if you want.
I'm really tempted to say yes, but no.
Really? As well, if we lost you guys?
I don't know what Ross is. I kind of have to do the BigRudie to be on flaring times 2.
Flaring times 2.
I'm at
Two
altitude
targets in front of me, neither of them. Oh no, I got you.
I'm 14,000
ray
feet,
gun?
yeah. I don't even know.
If it'll let me.
I'm just turning and land.
Ray gun?
Dude, it's not even telling me you're locking me up. I don't know how to work the RWR on this thing now, so it's... Yep, nails. Yep, I got you on my RWR. You're locking me up. Honestly, you didn't even make a
My
noise.
missiles would not fire. I don't understand why.
I'm so stupid, my RWR wasn't even on search pattern.
Oh, what the fuck? He didn't even get both
What?
of those. He got one of them.
Who got the other?
I have no fucking clue, but it wasn't him, apparently, unless he was -1 to start with.
I would love to say it was
possible, I
me,
guess.
but I've still got all my missiles. Because
No, it wasn't any of us.
Should have been me.
It's probably one of the fucking Hornets or something. Or
I'm probably gonna go land. I might actually still land on the
I have to go
Stennis.
land.
Oh, I can come land on the Stennis.
Well, actually, that's not true. I don't have to go land, but I should probably do it. Otherwise, I'm going to end up in a dogfight with no fuel again.
Where's the Stennis?
Off my nose. I would do it, but I'm just too lazy. Well, I'm just gonna go Sochi. Yeah, because we're on like a super long final anyways. It's pretty much almost lined up directly with it.
Okay, I'm gonna go land on the Stennis anyway. If anyone wants to watch Mirage land on the Stennis.
I've done it so many times with the Vigan, with the Mirage. I've done it like once.
Yeah, Mirage is easy.
Yeah, it has a parachute.
You just stall it and put the parachute out and just slap it down. I have to go get dinner.
Visual on Sochi runway. Is that you conning above me, or is that Harold? Oh, that's Asian Tacular. I think I know who got the
yep,
missile
that
kill.
would be him.
Oh, I really want TTI to make a Cold War training server like this, where you could only use like the MiGs, like the F5.
Yeah,
the
that would be nice. Or just this server boosting its fucking spawn rate back up, that would be nice as well.
Yeah, it feels bad.
Oh, look at all those fucking Tomcats. 2 Hornets, an F-15, and just so many Tomcats. We're not going to get a look at anything on this server.
Yeah. Wait, is that the Stennis off our lower left?
There's 2. There's a public and a private. The one in front of us is private. I think the public's way off to the right.
I'll still land on anyone I want.
Yeah, I'm gonna land on a private one. Fuck it.
Touches ground, gets insta-permaban.
There is one OCG guy on at the moment, so if he sees you, he might fucking spaz out. I don't know.
I think he's more gonna be like, why the hell are you landing a Mirage?
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah, Sochi.
Someone should call it on SRS instead of making an emergency landing on it.
Got you, fam. Radio check 251 calling in for Mirage. BigRudie making an emergency landing on Stennis North. Got you.
Thanks, man.
Oh, also the Masterfall F5 on long final for Sochi runway 06. Set my course line. I think the most painful part about learning the Gazelle today was that I found out the hard way that below 100 kilometers an hour, its rudder augmentation doesn't kick in, so you literally have to sit there and give like 9,000 pure like pounds of freaking right rudder input, or it just spins. It just spins in circles.
I've got to say, I'll give that F-15 some credit that he fired a fucking Sparrow instead of a spam ram.
Give him credit for the formation flying.
Yeah, that was impressive. I just wish he'd not fucking killed my target. Same with
In
that bonnet
chats.
up there.
In chat, so
Ross,
nice
about
formation.
15 seconds out from landing if you wanted to string this.
Alright, tell me when you're right on carrier deck, because I'm actually dropping my altitude as well, but I do want to watch. You should be good enough to screen freeze.
Hang on, I gotta punch the recovery button. I just can't remember what I had it bound to. There we go. I think I don't actually have it bound to my own task, I'm just gonna use the cockpit button.
I'm on short final. Very short final.
Hang on.
I might not.
You're good. Maybe.
Oh, not the time to load.
Power. Just a touch, just trickle it on. Power, 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 power. No.
Nice, you landed in the hangar.
Right in the hangar.
Couldn't see anything. Couldn't see anything. Nose was up too far.
Yeah.
Short final 06 Sochi traffic F5 the Masterfall. I think I'm going to use the chute this time just for the fact that it's kind of windy. And I want to get off the runway fast.
Hello? Speed brake?
Ooh, bounce.
And I had to float actually because the line.
Bounce.
Just couldn't hear it. Sochi traffic circus 14, straight in runway 06. On long final.
Yeah, dude, SRS has been broken for me for like forever. I've reinstalled it like twice. I can't even hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you either.
Sochi traffic, clear all road. Alright, I'm taxiing down to the long end of the runway where we parked before.
There must be a bit of a crosswind. It feels like the aircraft's crabbing.
It was, yeah.
Well, that will help a bit with my attempt at this, which will hopefully go better than last time. I'm just landing with one stage of flap instead of two. Coming in fast. Oh, oh, oh. Little bumpy, but whatever. It's better than the last one. I'm kind of out of practice when it comes to my MiG-21 landings.
Well, your BigRudie be disconnected.
Yeah, I've got to go get them and shit.
Like,
The girlfriend is calling.
the loser.
I know.
Tell her she's a nerd. That's what I do.
You're a nerd. Right, anywho. Thanks for the quick fly, chaps. Sorry we didn't get to shoot anything down.
That's
I didn't even fire it.
It's alright.
Yeah, I fired a couple. I haven't hit a single thing with them yet, though.
And I fired at our friendly for the memes.
I desperately tried to steer Ross's kill, but my missiles didn't come off the rails, so I guess I got memed.
Well, it
there.
doesn't matter because I didn't get a kill anyway, so.
The 530 is faster than the frickin' M7 anyways, you just didn't get yours off near in time.
Is that me on the stick? That was me on the stick. This thing can't fully land itself. It does have a landing autopilot, but I'm pretty sure it's not fully automated, and I don't use it anyway because I don't trust it.
Tomcat, Hornet, Charlie 15, Tomcat, Eagle, Tiger 2, which is me, A10, and a MiG 21.
See you later, chaps.
See you later.
See ya. Sochi traffic, Circus 1-4, clear all runways, Sochi. There's only in one stage of flap, I forgot.
Yeah, 23 pounds of fuel left. Let's switch up the skins, let's run the Sundowners, World War II. There we go, that's the skin.
Заправка по плану. Перезарядка по плану.
Diddler 9000, thanks for the raid. It's been pretty quiet so far. Had a lovely little flight where an F-15 decided to fly on my wing and then proceed to kill everything off my nose before I could get my missiles off. So, no kills yet. Hopefully I'll be able to pick something up shortly. Just gotta refuel and rearm and head back out. What's your total fuel?
It is... With the bag, I get, I think, up to like 22,000 pounds?
So still heaps more than me then.
2,200, not 22,000.
So with the 800 litre, I get 3,800 litres of fuel. That's it. Yeah, 3,800. Just short of 4,000. Such a beautiful cockpit. It would be a lot more beautiful if the lighting worked properly. But yeah, it's pretty nice. Nice cozy blue. Alright, I'm rearmed and refueled and ready to go.
Give me a second, someone asked me for World War II memes.
And there's my wreck from before when the ground repair screwed me over. Sochi traffic, Circus 1-4 taxis at runway 24. I think it's 24.
Opposite of 06 is 24.
Yeah, I'm not good at maths, I can't work out opposite angles off the top of my head. So the story behind that wreck behind me is try and repair the MiG-21, because it seems that, like, so the ground repair picks you up off the ground to make sure the aircraft isn't, like, clipped into anything when it repairs, because it basically gives you a new aircraft. It'll spawn, like, everything in the same position, all the cockpit, all the settings are in the same place, same weapons and so on, but it basically refreshes the aircraft. When it does that, once you're done repairing, it'll drop you, and unfortunately when it does this, it'll drop the MiG-21 nose down, so it collapses the nose gear. And no matter how many times you try and repair it, it'll just fuck your plane up even worse, so don't bother repairing the MiG-21, just get a new aircraft. Unfortunately, I can't remember if this is a new issue or if it's one that's happened for a while. Usually when I do get my MiG-21 back to base with battle damage, it's too severe to actually repair in the first place. So I just
air-to-air refuel.
Oh, good. Maybe it means he won't kill everything.
Possibly. You like my brakes? They're actually worse than the Hornet.
I don't know, I'm behind you. I'm giving you some space, so...
Oh, do you not see the tire tracks on the ground?
Not at the moment.
Alright, I'm gonna ask EWRS where the crap... 084 for 44. Let's get this bread, Ross. We got this. I should probably stay on the runway.
I still have no idea what my trim settings are.
I was wondering why that takeoff took so long. I was without flaps. You said 048. Got it. We gotta pop a fat yeet back to the way we landed.
That was a really ropey takeoff.
090 for 49 nautical miles.
The flying is so uncoordinated today. It's not even funny.
Got visual on you.
Flaps and gear are up. I've lost you. You were on my nose.
Flare.
Not seeing you behind my canopy frame or under my nose or something. I can't see
Yeah, I'm
you.
hard. I'm directly off your right. Because there's 090.
Oh yeah, I see the flare. And I see you turning in.
Copy. I'm just pumping the gates. I want to get over there.
Zero two
025.
five.
What the hell did they just change such hardcore direction for?
Or
Turning
it might be that
022.
the 025 one just got a little closer than the other guy.
Maybe. Yeah, he did. You know what I think the difference is between the 9P and the P5 is?
What?
Aspect.
Yeah, that's probably it.
And I have the rear aspect ones on, so I'll be baiting for you if you need me. Jesus, I'm clapping through fuel.
Yeah, I'm just about to ditch my bag. I've already burned through it.
I ditched mine a long time ago.
It's the proper MiG-21 flight. Fucking full burner to intercept.
Yeah, but I'm also pushing 600 knots. I'm actually going to Mach at like 7,000 feet. F10, F1, F1. 031 for 335. I'm pretty sure he's off my nose.
100. Request bogey dope. 100.
I'm getting 119 for 60 off AWACS right here. You see what the EWRS says.
036 for 289.
Coming out of burner now.
Probably should do the same just in case this flight gets prolonged.
We're under the tankers now.
That guy's at 20,000 feet. Zero 43 for 23.7. 20,000 feet.
Focus. 100.
Right.
Request bogey dope.
For 25.
100. Focus. Clean.
AWACS can't see him.
Hey, Wax can't see him at 20,000 feet, like right on this front door.
2-1. Request bogey dope.
Might be in a blind
Hey,
spot or
Wax is
something.
drunk.
Field 2-1. Focus. Clean.
050 for 19 from my position. And altitude is 20,000. I don't even see this cloud.
Probably won't. I think 20,000 slightly below con today. 059 for 22. Oh no, I see him. Con off the nose.
Visual.
Another 008 for 45. Wait, hang on. Enfield 21. Who's that? Is that me? Is that you?
I'm not on the AWACS channel actually.
No, that wouldn't be me. It'd be. I'm dumb.
Let me find out.
I'm dumb.
I'm Enfield 11.
I forgot how call signs work. Okay, got him on scope.
You're lucky. I don't even know how to use this radar. I think this guy's hot onto me.
Probably.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
not on me. Okay, I don't have the range to lock him, but I'm just about to.
I'm flaring and braking. I can't see this guy, and I'm not getting hit by a heater.
I've got him. He's direct off my nose. Closing to missile range. Fox 1. Fox 1 again.
Oh my god, my plane is screaming at me. I don't even know
Splash.
where you are.
Both missiles hit. He flew right into him.
Nice.
Now I got a quartet of heaters left, so I can still kill stuff. It's going to be a little more difficult. I used a lot of fuel doing that too, burning everything.
Oh, the F-15 got the other guy down there.
Probably.
I got a clean return. Felix.
So
I see something conning, and I'm pretty sure that's friendly.
it could well be me. I'm not sure if I'm conning. Actually, no, I'm
Nah,
not.
that's way off my front left. It's my fuel state.
2100 here. It's about what, 44,000? Oh, sorry, 4,400 pounds, something like that. Double it, nad some.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope.
Nothing. Didn't even get a reply out of the bastard.
I think I'm just gonna go on RTB to Sochi.
Yeah, I'm going to hang around a little longer and see if anything spawns in. If not, I'm going to land and probably cut the stream for a bit, get something to eat, come back on
Yeah,
later.
dude, I'm starving. I've had a bunch of pizza and some KingGeorge.tv to watch. Well, I officially know your pain. At least for PvE. For PvP, I'd be all over this shit. This sucks.
It's just, like, there's too many long-range aircraft, or aircraft with long-range weapons on at the moment.
Yeah.
So I can't really get anything done. I'm gonna go up and, fucking land at my cop. I won't even bother putting in any traffic calls, because there's no one up there.
Radio check 251. Let me try 254. Radio check 254. Do you like the gun system on the F5?
I like it because it's interesting, but I wouldn't say it's very good because you've got to wait for the little ears to flip up before the guns will fire. Then again, you have to wait for the chain gun to or the minigun to spin up on the fucking modern American fighters. So
the Vulcan, the F-15 requires a spin up. So does the F-18? Yeah, kind of. It's not really noticeable.
This doesn't. It's a gas gun. Pair of linked linked actions basically camming off each other, so it's very high rate of fire, twin barrel gun, no spin up.
I think it's nasty.
Yeah, it's a very good gun. Very, very good gun.
Yeah, the F5 is fun to fly.
Probably friendly.
No, I honestly, what's funny is I'll have better luck using this thing in Blue Flag than I will in frickin' PvE servers. I think I might practice the good now after this. Just jettison my rockets for fun, or my missiles.
If I can actually ditch the missile rail. What is it for outer? Delete. The buttons on this are still broken for whatever reason. No, rails are still on. I'm kind of tempted to just keep heading north. I think I got the fuel for it. And land at Pashkovsky. There's a Hornet doing seed stuff over at Novorossiysk, so at least he shouldn't be in competition when it comes to stuff that spawns up here, if anything's going to spawn up here. Oh, here we go. Please spawn
Soji
north.
traffic, inbound, runway 24, long final, 5.
Please spawn up north.
I really hope it does, because if it spawns over the ocean, that's going to suck. For you anyways, I already ditched my missiles and I'm on final. F5080 for 129.7 from my position at Sochi.
100. Request bogey dope. 100.
AWACS still doesn't see it. Wait for the WRS to come up.
You can force it to come up.
There we go. 109 for 132. It's not really convenient, and I don't know where I'm going to land out there, but we'll try it. Got 2,000 litres of fuel left, which might just be enough.
Last one's a bit of a bitch today.
Oh, wouldn't you know it? Pair of Tomcats already converging on it. It's over Kislovodsk.
All I know is a Tomcat or a Hornet just came in the opposite runway from me.
Oh, correction, there's 3 Tomcats after it. Fucking joy of joys. I swear some of these people have actually, like, figured out what the spawn patterns are for this and just, like, camp wherever they know stuff's gonna come in.
I might not be wrong.
Whatever.
Holy lag, and I'm in the... Nope, I'm out of the grass.
BigRudie is apparently friendly, so I'm gonna try heading over there. That should give me somewhere to divert to.
Just like a Navy aircraft, if you oversteer, you just lose all control. Oh, I'm wheels down at Sochi. I'm gonna disconnect. Oh, Jabbers is on the blue flag server right now. I'll take off my tracking for now. Oh. All effort and no rewards makes it.
Yeah.
Me just.
This is why I really hate how many fucking Hornets there are. I mean, the Tomcat's a problem now as well with everyone flying it, but I think the novelty of the Tomcat might eventually wear off and everyone will just go back to the F-18. Because the Tomcat, you know, takes actual skill to fly, and it's not really optimized for what people want to use it for.
Yeah.
It's going to be just as bad when the F-16 comes out, because then you're going to have F-16s and fucking Hornets.
Oh, I'm gonna be all over the F-16. I don't give a shit what happens.
Yeah, I want to be all over it too, but it's just going to mean that trying to fly anything else is going to be a nightmare. I mean, even flying it's going to be a nightmare. Like, that's the problem. Even if you're flying a Tomcat, there'll be another Tomcat that's closer than you.
Always and forever.
AWACS is telling me it's clean.
Then you got spiked
Those
from the
F-14s are turning around. I'm going to guess that they've just killed it. Oh, there goes the water bug. Good stuff.
I love the water bug, where the whole planet's water.
Yeah, it's so irritating. And the way it renders the ground further out, before it renders the ground you're actually above.
Yeah. Oh, Jabbers is not only playing on blue flag, he's reeling for someone on blue flag.
Ah.
The big interest. How long do you think before you get back? Once you do go?
Probably like a couple hours.
I'll probably chill muted in here.
Yep.
Focus 100. Request bogey dope. 100. Focus clean.
Yep. There's nothing in the air. Tomcats killed him. Good shit.
Focus in field 2-1. Request bogey dope.
Goes back.
In field 2-1. Focus clean.
Not entirely sure what I'm going to do later. I kind of want to do some more F-14, but I don't know. We'll see.
If you want to fly an F-14, I'm down to sit in the back so we can actually get some fucking kills.
Maybe. Maybe get some kills. I mean, we got, what, 1 yesterday? And that was only because we got some... No, we got 1, I think. Wasn't it? Just that close range MiG-29 before we got lapped by its mate.
Maybe. Can't decide if I want to get the Argo campaign for the Huey. To go. I still got plenty of fuel for this. Yeah, like, so if you come off the power and you're flying even like medium altitude, the MiG-21's not that bad on fuel. You can ferry flight it across the entire of Nevada with some to spare. But as soon as you get in combat, it just goes like that. It's so fast. Especially if you've got the emergency burner on. Like, even without it, it goes fast, but as soon as you flip that switch in front of the throttle, oh boy, that's the last you're going to see. Your fuel, you can actually see it ticking down
by increments on the fuel gauge when you do that. Another thing to note is that this fuel gauge is based on fuel consumption rate, like fuel flow, I'm pretty certain. So if you are leaking fuel, like you've taken some damage, it won't account for that. So you might still be showing 1,500 kilos of fuel and the engine will flame out. Or 1,500 litres, sorry, this is in litres, not kilos. Possible enemy air threat inbound, threat level 3, these will probably be flankers or MiG-29s or something. And they'll probably be too far for me to engage anyway. 153 for 190, yeah. Way down across the mountains. So those two humps just off the nose there. The left one is where BigRudie Airport is, which is where I'm going to land. So it's still a ways out, but we're getting there. Yep, the SU-27s. So it's probably a good thing they're on the other side of the Caucasus because I don't want to deal with SU-27s in a MiG-21. It doesn't end well. If you can get close enough to use your IR missiles, it's not too bad, but the problem is they just have such good BVR, especially compared to an aircraft with no BVR, that you basically have to be hiding in ground clutter or start off behind them and ambush them. If you're anywhere to their front, you're dead. Like, I mean dead, because you have no indication that there's missiles incoming aside from visual, and at the kind of range they can nail you with R-27s, the missiles won't be burning anymore, so there's not going to be any smoke. Because this little piece of shit here will not tell you, it'll tell you you're being locked, it won't tell you where from, it won't tell you what by, it won't tell you if a missile's been fired. It's just, if you get locked, that's what you hear. In fact, you don't even hear that, you just hear a steady tone. The reason it's pulsating is because it's that's the speaker tone that you get when you're both locked and at very low altitude. You've got both warnings going off at once.
100, focus, Bra, 165, focus, field 2-1, request bogey dope. And field 2-1, focus, Bra, 135, 4200, at 35,000, flanking.
MiG-29S, also 200 miles away to the south. should be just off our nose there. Kind of lean out to see it. It's pretty much direct off the nose. The town's behind it. I'm not going to need my weapons, so I'm going to go ahead and turn them all off. Basically get the shutdown procedure started by shutting down all the weapons and shit I don't need anymore.
100, focus, Bra, 174, for 190, at 35,000, flanking.
There's the runway. Screens make it kind of hard to see the airport, but I know where it is.
100, focus, Bra, 213,
Because of the MiG-21's kind of shitty for its visibility, it's got quite a long nose and the cockpit's not real well designed, I tend to kind of pull in a bit of a curve on the approach, like I would in a Spitfire. Not quite as dramatic as I would in a Spitfire, but similar. Just so I can see what I'm doing. And there goes the big freeze. Come off the power. Gear and flaps can come down at 600. I'm going to hold off on the gear for now. I'm going to put my first stage of flaps out. I'm quite high, so I'm probably going to use both stages. I usually only use one because I tend to come in quite flat, because I usually don't fly very high in the MiG-21. So I'm going to put in the second stage. I'm going to put the gear down. That should drop our speed considerably. What about 450-ish for your approach speed? 400 to 450 really is your kind of happy area. You want to touch the wheels about 280. You want to come in too fast or you'll burst the tyres on landing. So I'm going to put some power on. The MiG-21 BIS has blown flaps, so you need engine power to maintain lift. You want to keep the engine at or above 80% on the approach. So I'm holding it at about 80, 81%. Holding 400 on the way in. I'm going to trim the nose back, trim it back. You don't want to get too slow, because even though you can still pull off the landing, the nose will have to really climb to maintain the aircraft's altitude and maintain its flight, so you don't want to do that. Okay. I'm going to start flaring now to bleed some speed. Come off the power a little just to help it sink. And down she comes, nice and gentle. I think I will use the chute here because I did float for a ways down the runway. You want to pop that below 280 as well, otherwise it'll get shredded by the airflow. Forgot to switch my brakes over. It doesn't really matter because I use the chute anyway. So usually when you're taking off a landing, you want to switch in that position because that engages the nose wheel braking. Not nose wheel steering, because this doesn't have it, it's the braking. So it just gives you a little bit more stopping force. Gonna go ahead and jettison the chute. Pop the flaps into takeoff. Normally, obviously you don't want your flaps all the way out for taxiing around because there is a risk that you'll get a little bit too quick and the aircraft will start to lift, which is not good. But on the other hand, you don't want them all the way up because you might end up with some genius trying to walk across them or use them as a step up onto the wing. So I don't know about common procedure in the US military, but certainly common procedure with civil aircraft that I've been around, including ones I've flown, as well as I'm pretty sure the MiG-21 is you just leave the flaps down. I'm pretty sure the RAAF does the same thing, because Tawny was saying something about that a while ago. In a lot of aircraft too, the control surfaces will just naturally droop after they've been sitting on the ground for a while as the pressure goes out of the system. The MiG-21's flaps are pneumatic, I believe. I think the landing gear is hydraulic with a pneumatic backup, which is operated by this for the main wheels, and that little ring which just drops the nose wheel by gravity. And obviously you've got your hydraulic boosters for the flight controls. I was trying to work out, so there's a cockpit label somewhere around here that says Buster, and it's to do with the hydraulic system, and I was wondering what the fuck a hydraulic buster is, and it only occurred to me recently that the guys that wrote the cockpit labels probably had to try and translate it, and booster would be written as Buster, because the U sound is different. And I think it's just loan-worded straight from the English. Russian has a lot of loanwords, mostly from French, but there are some from English, some from German as well. So I have kind of a bit of a leg up in that I don't speak French very well, and I haven't used it since I was a kid. Like, I used to learn French in school, but... so knowing some French words and how, you know, kind of being able to recognize what something is without necessarily knowing it is useful for trying to pick up Russian as well, because there's a lot of shared stuff, especially when it comes to military technology and electronics, because they get a lot of their stuff off the French. Okay, I forgot to put that back up. So you want to, when the gear is finished traveling either up or down, you want to put the lever back in the neutral position, otherwise it'll just bleed out your brakes. It bleeds out the pneumatic system, because what it does is when the gear comes up, it automatically applies brakes to the wheels so they're not spinning in the wells. And if you leave this up instead of centered, it will just bleed out the system. I don't know if it matters if you leave it down. I think it's the usual practice is to actually return it to the center position and then put the lock on it, just so no dumb ground crew guys get in and start fucking with it while the aircraft's not on trestles. So I'm going to leave the flaps down, switch the RSBN override off, switch that off. May as well set that back to 0, because why not? We're going to totally shut down. APU off, fire extinguisher off. Turn that off. Pitot heating off.
100. Focus. Pop-up group 225.
IFF
130.
and SPO, which is our radar warning receiver. Oop.
100.
Radar off and low altitude mode off. Gun sight and weapon systems are already all turned off. I did that on the way in.
100. Focus. Bra 183.
Turn the cockpit lighting off because I'm not going to need it. Then this is your nose cone control. Don't need that while the aircraft's idle on the ground. This is the auxiliary hydraulic pumps. This is the trim. So without that, the trim system doesn't work. Radio compass. This is the radar, I think, or something to do with the radar. I can't remember off the top of my head. RSBN. This is your gyro. So that doesn't actually switch it off. That just switches it into emergency mode, which is its default position. KSI, which is your course indicator. This thing down here. SAU, autopilot. SAU Tangage is like the auto leveling system, I think. Or pitch trim. Yeah, pitch trim, that's what it is. SAU pitch. Flight recorder, and that's all weapon stuff, that's off. And SRZO, which I think is IFF related, is off. We'll go ahead and idle cut off the engine. Fuel pumps off. Then the, what's that? That's your flight instruments. So that's the gyro, compass, I think the radar. Can't read the other stuff because it's behind the little guard. So this is like all flight instruments and stuff. That's the main fuses for them. And then generator, inverter, those go off. So those two are for your ventral stations, which are either short takeoff rockets or, in my case, ASO pods. So your countermeasure dispensers. Now, apparently those are supposed to be switched on to use the countermeasure dispensers, but I found they work no matter what, which is probably something that needs looking at. And then this is your something to do with the generator. Yeah, AC generator, and then that's your DC generator, and that's your accumulator battery. Okay. And it looks like it controls some other stuff too. So accumulator is battery. Board. Can't read the other thing. I think it's just like the ground or air switch for the battery. And then those are your main circuit breakers there and your battery heater. And the aircraft is totally shut down. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to go grab something to eat and chill out for a bit, and I will be back on in probably a couple of hours. Most likely doing some F-14 on Georgia War, and maybe some more Su-33 as well. So,
Bye,
while
stream.
I'm away, I will find somewhere to send you guys. Just a moment. Technical issues. Okay, let's see. Yep, Tawny's on. I'll send you over to Tawny.